Israel has expressed its commitment to a US proposal to take over Gaza and displace the Palestinian residents as Washington's top diplomat holds talks in Saudi Arabia on the future of war-torn Gaza Strip. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu said that he is committed to US President Trump's plan for the creation of a different Gaza, also promising that after the war there will be neither Hamas nor the Palestinian Authority ruling the territory. Israel's Defense Minister Israel Katz said that a special agency would be established for the voluntary departure of Gazans within the Ministry of Defense. Israel's far-right Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich said that Hamas militants must surrender their arms and leave Gaza.
If Hamas refuses this ultimatum, Israel will open the gates of hell, a total, swift and complete conquest of the Gaza Strip, a full halt to aid, no more water, no more electricity, no more fuel. The entire population will be relocated to a designated area and Israel will immediately begin implementing the migration of Gaza's residents to other countries.
Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who arrived from Israel accompanied by National Security Advisor Mike Waltz and Special West Asia Envoy Steve Witkoff, discussed the Gaza deal with Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Rubio underscored the importance of an arrangement for Gaza that contributes to regional security. The U.S. said it is open to alternative proposals from Arab governments. As per reports, Riyadh will host a regional summit now that will be held later this week to discuss Arab alternatives to President Trump's widely criticized plan for Gaza. Egypt's state-run Al Ahram newspaper said that Cairo is developing a plan to rebuild Gaza without forcing Palestinians out of the Strip. The proposal calls for establishing secure areas within Gaza where Palestinians can live initially, while Egyptian and international construction firms remove and rehabilitate the Strip's infrastructure. Meanwhile, Jordan's King Abdullah II reiterated that he was against forcing Palestinians out of the Gaza Strip and said a two-state solution was the only way towards peace.
Both displacement in Gaza and the West Bank and reconstruction of Gaza without displacement. I stress the importance of working to reduce escalation in the West Bank and that a just and comprehensive peace based on the two-state solution is the only way to achieve stability in the region.
Thousands of Israelis took to the streets of Jerusalem and Tel Aviv to demand the release of 73 hostages still held in Gaza, marking the 500th day of the October 7, 2023 attack. In Jerusalem, protesters gathered outside Prime Minister Netanyahu's residence, chanting slogans for the release of all hostages. In Tel Aviv, thousands gathered for a rally in a central square, now known as the Hostages Square, where hostages' family members addressed the crowd. Now, there has been growing alarm that the ceasefire agreement could unravel before the end of the 42-day first stage of the truce in effect since January 19th, leaving many families worried about the return of their loved ones. 19 Israeli and 5 Thai hostages have been released so far, with 73 still in captivity, around half of whom have been declared dead in absentia by Israeli authorities. Israel is expecting to receive the bodies of 4 hostages from Hamas on Thursday under the provisions of the first stage of an ongoing ceasefire deal. The IDF has already begun preparations for their return. Meanwhile, according to a poll aired on Israel's Channel 12, 61% of Israelis support continuing with the hostage deal's second phase, 26% opposed phase 2 and instead prefer returning to war. 13% say they are unsure. In the survey polled 501 Israelis above the age of 18.